To go, and on the hill, Jesus Luzardo, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
And now it's going to be Mason Wynn. The shortstop takes the ball. The Phillies have raced out of the gate to start the season. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Yeah, when a team's winning at this kind of pace, Boo, the vibes are great. I was on 2 different teams that had a .600 winning percentage or better in the first month of the season, and both of them went on to win the division.
Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. 2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Lifted in the air, right center field. And that is that. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the mound in this one, Matthew Liberatore. What do we have on him?
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Line drive, and it stays fair. Around second is Turner. And that's a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Base runners at second and third here. No outs.
Two balls, no strike.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Next offering is in for a strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Got him! Huge strikeout there. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Golden opportunity right here. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now. We're still only 1 away.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel. Put the ball in
center field. Barrero settles under this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sac fly. It's 2-0. And now it's Alec Bohm.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
To the right side. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Top of the second. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Arenado. Luzardo back to work. That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And that chance handled. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Wilson Contreras in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. This one smoked out to left. And there are 2 down. And now it's Ivan Herrera. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one.
Off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
2 outs, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Kicks and fires. Left field, Wilson. Brings it in. And that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Fly ball down the line. And it falls.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So man aboard and digging in for Philadelphia, Weston Wilson headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Hauls it in for the out. Johan Rojas digs in now. Runner on the move. Ball outside. The throw. Tag. And he's out. It's in and out of his glove. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. On to the third inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Pedro Pajes. There's a strike. Pitch misses, and 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and that's a fair ball.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Castellanos whips it back in. Rudder stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning. First and second, no outs. Here's the center fielder, Jose Barrero. And that one is lifted in the air, and that is a big first out. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Up the middle. Turner fired to second, over to first, safe. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Mason Wynn struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And that is out of play.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Got him looking. That ends the frame. Set for the bottom of the third. Trey Turner at the plate. And that's off the outside edge. And that is ball 1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Nootbaar makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Steps on first for the out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Ripped to third. Throws across the diamond. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Start of the fourth. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-1. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. 0-2 now. And downstairs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Here's Contreras now. Just missed. Contreras goes 6'1", 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Check swing, called strike. On the ground, could be 2. Boom. Toss to second, and that's 2. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. That's to third, and he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Alec Bohm. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball is outside.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
2 outs. And a rope into center field, base hit.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Barrero sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the DH, Ivan Herrera. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Pajes batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That one the other way, and foul ball. The other way, and there's a base hit to right field. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one back. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall. Runner tags at second, and he's in there as he tests the arm in left. 1 away on the flyout. Next to hit, Jose Barrero. He's 0 for 1. swing and a line drive slicing into right field. And that's a base hit. Here comes the throw.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because
Sosa over to Turner for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Win in the box now. Take strike one. Right side, Sosa. In plenty of time to first. They limit the damage here. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now for the Phillies, Weston Wilson. Flied to right his first time. Liberator back to work. Foul ball there.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out one time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Hard hit to third. And that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. Grounded out his first time up. Swings and blasts one deep to left center, and no one can get there. Around first, heading for two. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He tried to jam him inside with the cutter, and he got it in there, but I have a feeling he was sitting on that pitch, that location, because he was all over.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Rojas around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by two.
Well done. Drives in the run. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here comes Bryce Harper. There's one, and that's two. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the top of the sixth. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Brendan Donovan. Luzardo winds and deals. To the right side. Takes it himself. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Arenado now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Chopped to the right side. Slings to first. And Contreras is retired. Ivan Herrera now at the plate. 1 for 2. That misses. 1-0. And a swing and a miss there. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Late swing fouled off. The 1-2. That's to third. Whips it to first. And that is the inning. Bottom of the inning. So here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Hit in the air, center field. Barrero settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Not
Counts
even
1-0.
close there. And that's ball one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
On the ground to the left. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there.
New arm out of the bullpen, Sonny Gray.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Zips it across, and Real Muto is out. So digging in, Alec Bohm. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. His second of the year, and they add on. It's 5-1.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 down, Edmundo Sosa stands in for the Phillies. Fly ball center field. Barrero brings it in for the third out. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ranger Suarez. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Pajes up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And down on strikes. And one gone. Jose Barrero next up for the Cardinals. On the ground to second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get. Lars Nootbaar will hit next. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly to second, and he's safe. Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn. That's in there, 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the third out. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the left fielder, Weston Wilson. And first offering is fouled off. Gray, more than 100 career wins on the mound, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Popped up right side. Contreras has this one sized up. He makes the grab, and a quick out number 1. And now the center fielder, Johan Rojas. That to right. Walker under it. Corrals it. And there's 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Turner now. And the first offering is not close.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Hit hard, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Harper at the plate and takes high there. Two outs. Swing and a foul out of play. And it is 2-1. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready to begin the eighth. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throws to first. One up, one down.
One pitch, one out.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. One down, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 0 for 3 in this one. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Ivan Herrera getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And it falls. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back singles. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
On a line out towards center. Base hit. Contreras headed home. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Gray back to work. That one ripped. And it looks like trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Out to short. Now a jump throw. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in the play. Runner on at first with one gone. And here is Alec Bohm. He's already homered in this game. First offering misses badly for ball one. Runner on the go. Oh, that fastball drilled him. Andre Palante gets the ball now.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count is 0-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Nootbaar on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Throw is high and over his head. But a great backup there, and no one will move up. So they're at the corners now. Now the left fielder, Weston Wilson. Foul ball. Two on, two outs. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. One run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 on with 2 away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Roll. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. One run across. Another comes in to score, and it's an 8-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Here's Trey Turner. 2 outs. Fouled off left side. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Inning over. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jordan Romano. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Right side. Castellanos makes the catch, and there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Jose Barrero digs in now. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty. Bounced up the middle. Turner with the throw to first. And they're down to their last out. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. And foul ball. And a foul ball. One strike away. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's hard hit on the line. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take this one in a blowout. 9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.